Hello everyone, my name is Michael and welcome to the first episode of the Ruinous Outtakes. And I am not alone today, I am joined here with the new Game Master. Please say hello.
Hello, this is me. I'm Jay. I played the Game Master, not Memel the Centaur Paladin. Whoa, hi, hello everybody.
That was a bit of muscle reflex.
Yeah,
To celebrate this amazing start of a new system, a new campaign, we thought we'd do what we did last time and introduce you to a couple of the characters. Maybe show off a bit about their factions as well, like what they do or what kind of role they play.
yes, because we understand that not everyone who has seen our previous season are likely to be fully understanding of the setting in which this is taking place. Because before it was more comparable to generic fantasy, and everything was new and unique to this, but there's a lot of like pre-existing stuff going on in this particular one, and in episode one, especially like already, things may have been said that will baffle those not entirely aware of what's what.
Yeah. So we hope that this video will not only inform you about some of the characters, their backstory, and also what they're good at, but also inform you on some of the lore of the Warhammer setting, specifically to do with some organizations. But before we could do any of that, we need to move on to what happened on the first episode of the Ruinous Outcome.
That we do.
On the first episode, we are introduced to our characters aboard an Imperial void ship traveling through the warp named the Graceful Charity. To explain, the warp is sort of a separate plane to the material one, where
That's the
all
one we live in.
so the material plane, or real space as it's called, is a place where like the planets and all that kind of good stuff is. The immaterium, or the warp, is where nasty stuff arises: psychic powers, demons, storms, and four very nasty individuals who kind of rule over it.
And well, it just so happens to be the case that um essentially dipping into the warp for a bit is a lot quicker to get around space than just flying. If you're aware of Minecraft, it is like how if you go into the Nether and then you move a bit and come back out through another portal, you will have moved. It would be further away from your initial starting point.
Oh god, it really is.
Yeah.
But yes, so the Imperium, despite the dangers of warp travel, use it because it takes journeys that would take 100 years to complete and turns it into a day or maybe even an hour.
Or sometimes it will be a few months or 300 years. It's not entirely consistent.
No.
Yeah. Or maybe it will be minus 100 and then you'll appear in the past. It's not an exact science. But yeah, so after this, well, they were going through this to reach the planet Agalia, homeworld of one of our little players, because a uh, insurgency was going on, apparently, among the peasant level people.
The noble household called for aid among many different Imperial channels, which is why all these different little crews are heading towards this planet.
Yep, and they all just so happened to be picked up on this one ship because it was on the way.
I mean, it's convenient.
Exactly. But they didn't reach Agalia, did they?
No, the translation into real space went horribly wrong. The ship's Gellerfield, which is the machine that stops all of the bad stuff in the warp from coming inside, was sabotaged. Someone had planted a melter charge, I think it was.
Yes, Melter Charge, they just sort of. Well, Melter is a type of, I guess, weapon that just sort of disintegrates or slash melts anything, hence the name. But yes,
Big
this was
bomb.
essentially a bomb made of that, yeah.
So, of course, the explosion causes alarms to start sounding through the ship. Soldiers start moving into positions. People start panicking. And the ship was slowly being dragged back inside the warp. Demons started to flood on board. It was a mixture of multiple chaos gods. We won't really
Those
get.
are those big four nasty people that rule over the warp that we mentioned earlier.
There was a bunch of different types. There was especially a really big one, which was a beast of Nurgle that our Inquisitor saw. Oh, sorry, our Interrogator saw.
Yeah, Beast of Nurgle. Yeah, it was just sort of this big slug-like diseased monster blocking out the corridor.
And strangely enough, he was just happy to be there.
Yeah, he was chilling.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there was that. There were a couple of other more minor demons they encountered as well. Though they were in great number. There was a horde of Nurglings, which they get their name like the Beast of Nurgle from the same god. They're just these little fat, kickable, round gremlinoid creatures.
And they carry a lot of diseases.
Yeah, and they get up to mischief. They're like pox-ridden toddlers.
Imagine a whoopee cushion with legs.
That's a good way of putting it, yeah. But yes, and brimstone horrors, which are from another one of these chaos gods named Zinch. They're these little, again, similarly impish gremlinoid style creatures, but these ones are sort of made of fire.
They literally go out to a soft breeze, but there are so many of them. Seeing all these terrifying sights and the ship itself starting to warp and become tainted with corruption of the Chaos Gods, Barometrius, one of our players, managed to salvage some Voidsmen and the Tempestus Scions into an escape vessel alongside the Interrogator.
Yeah, Voidsmen being the sort of generic military personnel, sort of general soldiers on board such a ship as this one.
Indeed. Meanwhile, Amoros Agalade, noble son of House Agalia, loaded his armiger, or knight, into a cargo pod and launched it towards the planet surface. Now, knights, big robot piloted by nobles of the Imperium to fight the forces of the archenemy.
Just fight everyone. They're punchy people. Big robot. His big robot has two big guns for arms.
They follow knightly values. Well, most do. Some do not.
yeah. They are sort of very, like, they are essentially medieval knights in terms of, like, they even own that sort of land. But this time it's on a more planetary scale.
Yes.
Yeah. But yes, just replace the horse with a big robot. But yes, as they, as Barometrius and most of the party, as well as all those Scions and Voidsmen, got onto a transport ship, and Amoros got onto this much quicker drop pod style thing, that is where the episode ends.
It was a rather hectic and eventful first session.
Yep, and it's not going to slow down anytime soon, I tell you that.
No, it will not. But with that done, we can finally get on to the main plan of the episode. And the first character we're going to be looking at, I believe, is Finn's. His character is named Reus ver Itas. He is a interrogator in service to the Inquisition.
Yeah, we'll get to them in a second.
As an interrogator, he serves underneath a High Inquisitor, sort of an Inquisitor in training, is the way to put it.
How did you say his name earlier? Sorry.
Reus ver Itas.
He pronounces it Royce.
Reus. Okay, sorry. Mispronunciation. Reus ver Itas. This mission to Agalia is his third and final stage of his trials to become a fully fledged member of the Holy Inquisition. As an interrogator, he tracks down criminals, scum, heretics, traitors, all the sorts, and extracts as much information as he can from them.
Yes, because he is specifically of the Ordo Hereticus, and that's sort of their whole thing. Heresy. Whoa. So that is sort of his role going onto this planet, is to try and see if there is some sort of chaotic taint as the reason for the insurgency going on.
He is armed with a neural whip and a plasma pistol. The neural whip being able to break the minds of whoever it strikes, and the plasma pistol crushing their bodies in the process.
Yeah. It is a big, hurty gun,
However,
and sometimes it explodes.
yeah, if it gets a bit too hot, it blows up. However, to pair with that, he has a refractor field. It keeps him safe from most harm. Think of it like a force field around him.
Yeah. It's just this little thing he carries around. Well, in lieu of conventional armor.
Yes. Due to his training, he's a fairly decent tactician. He can order his troops with proper conduct and doesn't really fear the forces of the Immaterium.
Yeah. As he sort of shows in the last episode where he rounded up those Voidsmen and Scions and had them shoot at the Beast of Nurgle before promptly running away.
Well, after realizing that the volley did not work.
Yeah. He's a thinking man.
He is.
He's wise.
Live to fight another day. Now, the Holy Inquisition.
Yeah, the people that Reus works for.
Indeed. It's an elite organization of the Imperium. They act as an extension of the God Emperor. They carry out his will and all the necessary evils that not many other people would want to do, such as interrogating innocent people with tools that honestly should be considered illegal.
Yeah, they're sort of the secret police of the Imperium.
When it comes to their power and influence, they are second to none. They can order space marines, entire regiments, groups of sisters of battle, even rogue traders who in most cases are above laws.
Yeah, technically people can say no, but it's generally not a good idea to do so.
Because that puts you in their radar for, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not willing to give me his ship so I can go and track down this evil fleet of orcs or something. I don't know. That's pretty heretical. Maybe he's siding with the orcs or something. Maybe. But who would want to find out?
Yes. The Inquisition itself is separated into 3 organizations: the Ordo Xenos, the Ordo Hereticus, and the Ordo Malleus.
Yes, the Ordo Xenos are focused on the Xenos, all the aliens and stuff there, how them influencing humanity, or if they're potentially a looming future threat.
They also take biological samples, dead or alive, and research the Xenos to better kill them.
Yeah. And sometimes, who knows, depending on how how close to the good old teachings of the Emperor and Ecclesiarchy they may be. They may even take in certain Xenos into their retinue or use alien weapons.
Whatever it takes to enforce the God Emperor's will, I suppose.
That's sort of how half the Inquisition views it. The other half is it's a big stinky crime.
The Ordo Hereticus, we already briefly went over that. Simply put, it hunts down traitors, defectors, chaos, and mutants.
Indeed, they're all the cults and ne'er-do-wells. Stuff like this uprising would, unless there were a Xeno influence, fall under this category.
And lastly, the more secretive of the 3, the Ordo Malleus, which hunts down chaos, like beings of chaos and demons alike. They focus on dealing with breaches of the warp into real space and making sure that no one remembers what happened.
Indeed. While the Ordo Hereticus are more focused on the human side of it, the Ordo Malleus are much more the immaterial. Something like, there's a Beast of Nurgle roaming around this particular place. That would be the Ordo Malleus's job to deal with.
But with that, that's all we really need to say about the Holy Inquisition.
There is a lot more that could be said, but this is just sort of the general gist. There are YouTubers and podcasts who've gone into a hell of a lot more detail than us, but this is just so you sort of understand what you need to sort of get everything out of this campaign.
Indeed. Now, on to the next character, which is my character.
It's you!
It's me! Gallius Seth, part of the Tempestus Scions. We'll get to more on them later. But more about him. He is the son of 2 soldiers back on his homeworld of Armageddon.
A lot of stuff happened there, a lot of bad stuff, at least 4 wars.
Let's go for a 5th!
Yeah.
Yeah. After his demise of his parents in the lines of battle, it was inevitable. Due to their just notable enough standing, he was transferred into the Scholar Progenium, which is an academy for soldiers and other such forces.
Yeah. They teach sort of... Well, I suppose we'll get into them more after the Gallius section, but they are trainers of some of the more elite fighting forces in the Imperium, including certain Inquisitors will have gone through this.
True. Now that he has completed his training, he is a Tempestus Scion and a sniper for his squad. This has had a bit of a knock-on effect, making him a slight bit cowardly, preferring to stay as far away from the enemy as he possibly can. However, doesn't really need to worry about that. His accuracy in his final exams was at a 92%.
She damn good.
He is damn good.
Yeah. And who knows, maybe we'll see this put to the test later in the campaign.
I hope so. All that training's got to be useful for something. He doesn't just put pride in his ability as a marksman, but he also puts pride in his weapon, which he takes good care of. It's a long las that he has named Marshall.
Okay.
The long las we kind of went over in the episode, but to go over it again here, it's the standard infantryman's sniper rifle.
Yes, the sniper variant of the las gun, which is what most guardsmen will be issued with. Though, as an aside, technically, the Tempestus Scions that he is a part of, they would more likely be issued a hotshot las gun, which is a super spicy version, essentially.
He has been known to hit the smallest of openings from very far away, his furthest recorded shot being 1 kilometer.
The gameplay feature that we need to keep a remember of. That's something he can do in game.
Yes.
That's in the rules.
What's that over there? Not there anymore.
Exactly. He's. I fear him in combat. He is. I can see him being one of the more effective ones.
I do get a little silly.
Yeah.
But other than that, he is just a guardsman. He doesn't really have much going for him because his journey into combat has only really just begun. So let's talk about the Tempestus Scions.
Indeed.
The Tempestus Scions are an elite part of the Astra Militarum, or Imperial Guard, whichever one you call them. Like I said before, they're trained in the Scholar Progenium and are taught to specialize in shock assaults, leaping out of Valkyries, which are transporting planes, or maneuvering fast within the armored safety of a Taurox Prime, which is a ground vehicle for all terrain.
Yeah. Often equipped with some big guns to support the squad.
Big guns ready to fire.
Indeed. But yes, so that Scholar Progenium, where they all come from. Yeah, it's not just the Tempestus Scions, as we said, that come from there. But they basically take in pretty much all the orphans of the Imperium, of anyone of note or who could be potentially useful in the future, and they'll be turned into trained into a few different roles they could fill, such as Inquisitors, like said. The more general ones would join the Militarum Tempestus, like good old Gallius has. Or alternatively, if they show an aptitude for flight, they may join the Imperial Navy. Or certain Scholar Progenium institutions will also train people for the Adeptus Sororitas, or Sisters of Battle. This is a holy order of essentially nuns with guns. They wear this human-scale power armor, and are a very deadly, very zealous fighting force.
Genuinely
but they're not
terrifying.
relevant here. Yeah, terrifying. Yeah. But yes, so back to the Scions themselves. Now we've sort of got an idea of what the Scholar Progenium does.
Yes. The Scions themselves are trained for all combat scenarios. They are specialists who are outfitted in some of the best war gear that the Imperium can provide, as well as some more special weaponry, such as melter guns, plasma guns, flamers, and hotshot volley guns.
Indeed, they are smaller squads with much better equipment compared to your average Imperial Guardsman.
The hotshot volley gun that we just mentioned is literally just 2 hotshot las guns taped together.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's just a bit higher power. And flamers they're just flamethrowers pretty much. We've discussed the plasma and melter guns. Well, the idea behind the concepts essentially a little bit already.
Yes. There are other weapons, but those are just examples. Due to the elite training of them, they are great assets on the battlefields to Imperial commanders. They're often seen aiding other guardsmen and regiments as backups for quick assaults or distractions. In some cases, it's a bit more chill. They could be found as bodyguards for inquisitors or nobles of the Imperium. Such high-standing figures require such, elite bodyguards. But that's all we really need to say about the Tempestus Scions.
Yeah, I think that's it. Today we're only covering those 2 characters. Definitely because the other 2 have not fully filled out their sheets of information that we need to put on the slides. Definitely not.
You'll get their descriptions next time.
Yeah, well, I mean, we split it last season as well, didn't we?
Yeah, so it makes a bit of sense.
Yeah.
However, we also have some bloopers.
Yeah, episode 1 was it's my first time GMing in quite a while. I don't do it very often, so yeah, there were some growing pains. But yeah, so some funny stuff came out of that, and I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, it didn't quite make the cut into the actual episode because it got a bit too far off track. But, it's just our usual shenanigans, so we hope you enjoy. With that being said, roll the clips.
He's lost it.
What the fuck?
It's stressful, isn't it?
It's scary.
Episode 1 is stressful.
Okay.
You want me to do it? I can do a thing where it's just like, whoa, it's actually not me.
I got
It's true, we
I
could
got
do
this.
that.
I got this. I got this.
You got this. Is that true?
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
I can't do it. He's lying. Obviously.
What
Look at the
sort-
size of my meaty fist.
What's
I would call Oh it my meaty. God. I'd call it crustacean. See the fucking bones.
I was going to
Mine does it too.
say, mine, yeah, but not as bad.
Mine doesn't. I got some skin.
I think me and Mike are
You
probably.
can see it better like that.
Yeah, true. Me and Mike are probably equal in knuckle power.
I got chubby hands.
Yeah.
No.
Chubby hand gang.
Difference is you've got some meat in your arms.
That is true, there is some.
He is just
Moms.
skeletal.
Sorry,
boys.
Yeah.
Cut the
Yes.
bone.
No.
Do it.
No, get Freaky. fucked.
It's very good for episode
Michael,
1
what's
to be
your
very
archetype? I'm going to re-say
That's
the
my
line.
favourite planet.
I'm
It's
gonna.
Agarius?
Yeah. Agalade.
That's the house name.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure it was the planet.
Wouldn't it be Agalade of Agalade?
Uh-oh.
I think it's Agarius. It's Agarius Agalade.
Yeah, that was the name of the full guy, but
Because
there's a
the guy
third
found-
equally Agath.
No, it's the guy that found the planet. His name is Agarius, and it's named after him. And then each subsequent knight that uses his throne then becomes the next Agarius.
It's just like that game, Agario. You know, you just eat it and become that same guy.
It's so similar.
I was going to make that joke,
Yeah.
but then you made it even better.
Agalia is the planet, Gallius is the guy, Agalade is the house.
Adalia.
There's a lot of Ags.
You are Agalade of Adalia.
Well, no, my name is Amoros, so
House Agalade of Adalia.
Agalia. Hardgi.
A Gallia.
Gallia.
Oh, what the fuck?
Gaga, gaga, go, go, gaga.
It's so much more complicated.
I didn't come up with the name.
I did.
What's his name?
What's his name, Jay?
I know his name.
Joe just wrote his name down, but Jay's forgot. Jay dropped his book. It's all going wrong. It's
No!
all going horribly, horribly wrong, everybody.
Guys, actually, it's just going to be one episode. It's not for a couple months.
Yeah.
Just this one.
Yeah, it's one episode and then Jay's flinging himself out the window.
I'm 10 foot tall.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah, in real life.
In real life.
He's,
If it was
he's
real life, it'd be Jay.
It's funny because I'm the smallest one here
Yeah.
That is funny.
in
is.
both dimensions.
I like the idea that you're just like full on Napoleon.
I'm 2 foot.
I like the idea that you're the smallest in height and in width, but you're the largest in depth. you're just 2D. You're just like where you turn and it just you don't stop moving. Yeah,
Flat Stanley.
yeah, literally.
yeah.
I both got hit by a fucking thwomp.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I sounded like a dog in a hot car. I'm really sorry.
Is that how your character speaks?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, no. So
Drinking Pepsi, don't do this to me.
All right, man, listen up. Dismissed.
And it's not on the stupid screen.
Well, I'll be.
Why is it not on the screen? It's not on the screen. Put them on the screen.
fuck.
Guys, it's not on the screen. Look at me. I'm gonna fucking.
Damn, he did.
Damn.
He actually did all over the place. One might even say.
Oh, it's all over the cardboard.
And the carpet.
Mainly the cardboard.
And my face.
But yes.
Just in little spiggly specks.
Tastes like poo.
I think I'm going.
That's a concern for it to be tasting like that.
How do you know what it tastes like?
Our tracks are backwards.
That tastes like poo. How do you know what poo tastes like?
Answer us, Reus. Speak. Don't do that. Give us
no,
words.
I get
Words that explain. What is C? Is it Keter?
No, it's gamma. No, it's alpha, beta, gamma.
This is something Delta. A, B, C, D.
Charlie?
It's no, that's
Charlie.
No, that's
Yeah.
the phonetic alphabet.
Yeah, we're on about Greek alphabet.
Greek alphabet. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta.
Fair enough. But also, thank you, Michael, for teaching us a fun lesson.
Yeah.
Lessons with Michael.
They're not that fun.
Hey, we're gonna make
You're
this
demonetized.
yeah, we're making this a regular segment. Thank you very much.
Oh no, okay. I need to learn new
Teach us
things.
about funny sword
Yeah.
differences.
Sure, I can do that. but not
Next
today.
time on Lessons with Michael.
Yeah. Did you know that this sword will not fit in your urethra?
It won't.
I
But
tried.
one will. It's called a toothpick.
It's true.
Or a cocktail stick.
Yeah. Rapier, if you're adventurous enough.
You have a big one.
Eurapia.
Yeah. So, fun fact: the earliest known sword that we've ever found is called the.
You're taking my job and it hasn't even started yet.
Arslan.
Anyway, back to it.
Yeah.
It's a rat.
Very big rat.
Dancing. He's dancing.
Yeah.
Roll initiative. He's got a keyboard.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Ooh, brain.
How good are you at braining? Do a brain
How
roll.
good's your brain?
Brain roll right now. Fun
Oh,
facts with
fancy.
Finley.
Yeah.
Also, another fun fact: almost all of that was taken from Dune.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Almost
the
all of you-
Imperium of Man and the God Emperor of Mankind.
Almost all of you was taken from Dune.
That is actually true. We did find you in the sand
Yep.
with worms.
Oh yeah, I loved those worms.
But not big ones.
No, I loved them though. They were like my brothers and my
Yeah,
sisters. They were my
he did a
family.
little
They raised
dance and
me.
they'd all come out like he was a snake charmer, but instead of the
was a worm
flute,
charmer.
he was yeah.
It's why
and he was dancing.
he has his nickname Worm Man Reese.
It's true.
Everyone calls him that.
Sorry, I didn't know if this was just a bit or not.
It's like,
I was getting really confused.
I've been considering writing my own sort of non-fiction.
It's called Goon.
No, it's called the Desert Book. It's like the Jungle Book because that, but like it really happened to me.
Yeah.
Life of
But like
Pi.
in the desert.
Life of Pi version, but it's desert.
Oh, I never watched that.
I loved it. It was a good film. Watch The Life of Pi, guys.
The only thing I remember from that is like my friends who are Indian. They just had this one old woman on the bus who like keep referring to them as the Life of Pi. Like, instead of actually, like, even trying to ask them. No, it was a teacher, actually, on a trip. It was a substitute teacher. And every time that, like, they had their hand up, she went, "Life of Pi over there." Oh, God.
Wow.
And had him answer the question.
Welcome to Great Britain.
Pretty fucked up, huh?
So we're running away from Chaos Demons.
Yes, yeah, it's chaos.
We're gonna get a survival pod. Blah,
Yes.
blah, 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 blah. It said we'll get the bell out that way.
Thank you all for watching today's episode.
Yeah, it has been a pleasure performing for you all.
That it has. The first episode of the Ruinous Outtakes. We hope that it was enjoyable, and we hope that you learned something about Warhammer. Be sure to leave a like, maybe even subscribe. Be notified.
And tell us in the comments, people who have a better understanding of the setting, what we said wrong. Feel free to just absolutely degrade us, call us stupid, silly little baby men.
And then please explain why. Just don't call us little baby men and then not elaborate.
I mean, you could. We can't stop you.
That is true. But the YouTube comments aren't the only place where you can do such a thing. We also have our social media. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter/X. We have a Reddit, but don't go there. We are also on Audible and Spotify, two that I can name immediately, and a bunch of other platforms.
Maybe you're listening to us on one of them right now.
You can find us at TWO dndpodcast. I know it's a bit counterintuitive now that we've on a different setting, but
This ain't D&D anymore, boy.
Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you all in the next one. Glory to the God Emperor!